Welcome to a special stock investment analysis video. Today I'm going to be discussing the truth about male versus female investors, why so many women do not invest, and why they should with my fellow investors Anna and Jesse. Anna and I previously did a video collaboration on my channel and her channel, Panda Boss. I would also like to introduce Jesse from Champagne Sense. Today's video format is different from my usual format. Jesse, Anna, and I will be discussing a lot of data and research related to differences in investing across sex and even across continents and currencies, as well as some differences in personal experience. I hope you all learned something together through this, and you will all share this video with others, especially women you know who are interested in investing or afraid to get started. My hope is that this video encourages us to look at investing and investors differently, to be more open-minded, and to support and encourage anyone, male or female, who's reluctant to begin their investing journey. Before we jump into this discussion, I would first like to give Jessie an opportunity to introduce herself and her channel.
Hi, I'm Jessie from Champagne Sense. And when I was looking around YouTube, I noticed that there weren't a lot of women talking about investing. I created my channel, Champagne Sense, to talk about my personal investing journey, also provide some financial education, and do what I call financial lifestyle videos. My hopes are that this relatable content helps both men and women become more successful investors.
I would also like to introduce Anna. She and I have done prior videos on investing in REITs and rental property.
Hi, I'm Anna from the Panda Boss channel. I make videos about beginners investing, financial independence, and anything sort of personal finance related.
I had read that there were differences in the levels of confidence and rates of investing between men and women, with women feeling less confident and less likely to invest. I decided to interview some friends to get their input and personal experiences before reviewing the research on this topic with Anna and Jesse.
Are either one of you investing at this time?
Yes. Trying. Attempting. Yes.
How long have you been investing for?
Since March 16th. Yes.
What will be the top reason or reasons that you have not invested sooner?
Awareness. Education. Lack of information. Lack of motivation because of my lack of education.
But do you think that men or women know more about investing, generally speaking?
Definitely, for example, the physicians, if I ask a physician, the males, docs, are significantly more aware and sounds like they've been more actively investing and are more knowledgeable about it than their female counterparts.
Why do you think that is?
Because men have a more risky personality, so they're more apt to want to do it. I don't know.
If anyone watching this video has seen my videos before, you know that I love research and data. I want to see numbers when I'm learning about or analyzing something. At the time I made this, my YouTube analytics tell me that 93% of my viewers are men and only 7% are women. That says to me that there is either a stronger interest in investing among men on YouTube, or women just hate my channel. I'm curious, what does real research say about differences in rates of investing and interest in investing between men and women?
Across numerous studies, I found that women invest 40% less money than men, and they keep about 71% of their assets in cash. In one survey, when asked what they would do with an extra $1,000, men were 35% more likely to say they would invest the money. Across numerous resources, one of the primary reasons for this was a lack of confidence. And in one study by Merrill Lynch, women were just as confident as men in financial matters when it came to paying bills or budgeting. But when it came to managing investments, only 52% of women labeled themselves as confident, whereas men were confident 68% of the time. A 52% confidence rate in women and a 68% confidence rate in men may not seem like that big of a difference or even that big of a deal. But if you combine that with the fact that women are much more likely to take time away from work to take care of an aging parent or the children, there's a big gap in the lifetime earnings. At retirement age, this gap between men and women is well over $1 million. Also consider that women typically have longer lifespans than men and are projected to have 39% higher healthcare costs in retirement.
Those are some pretty amazing numbers with some dramatic differences between men and women. $1 million is a particularly stark contrast. That makes me wonder, why do you think that there are differences in interest, confidence, and investing activity between men and women? Out of curiosity, are there any ideas or research about the lower rates of investing and confidence for women?
So from what I've seen online, it's the risk appetite and confidence that play the biggest part. Let's look at this study by Fidelity, for example. It shows that 8 out of 10 women have confessed to refraining from discussing their finances with people they're close to. How crazy is that? Now, according to this study, here are the top reasons why the women avoided discussing this. So this surprised me initially, but then I realized from my own personal experiences, women do tend to have this barrier of what is appropriate to discuss with people and what isn't. We need to break these barriers. So if you're a woman, please talk to people in your life about personal finance. Start small, but just do it. And if you're a man, perhaps it's worth trying to, bring up a conversation with the woman in your life about personal finance. But please, no mansplaining. As a further example, here's some more UK-based research. 43% of women who saved at least £100 a month say they have been put off investing because there are too many funds to choose from. Nearly 3/4, 70%, of women say security of getting their original investment back is more important than achieving big returns, which may help explain why there are fewer female investors. 4 in 10 women are unaware you can save into more than one type of ISA in the same tax year. Now, this is our tax-free wrapper account, which means you basically don't pay tax on any income or capital gains that you make from your investments. So this research from Nutmeg says, research has revealed a common cause creating the investment gap in the UK is confidence. Women simply don't feel confident making financial decisions about saving, investing, and securing income for the future because they don't feel they understand financial products well enough. So it really does look like confidence and understanding are a huge issue for women. I do think it highlights the importance of women discussing these issues, and even more so highlights the importance of channels like mine and Jessie's, where I'm hoping that we do bring about more of that education to women and help them become more confident about finance. It does tend to also be slightly more relatable seeing a woman talking about finances versus a man.
That definitely makes sense, and I strongly believe in the importance of education and sharing what we know with others, either through sharing YouTube videos, articles, tutorials, or other ways of helping one another. That actually raises another question for me. Are there any actual differences in how men and women invest? If women are less likely to talk about investing, less likely to start investing, less likely to buy and sell stocks, and so on, is it perhaps because they perform less well? Maybe because they talk less about investing or think less about it or seem to engage less in investing, maybe they're just not as good at it as a result.
Now, this study actually suggests that women outperform men by 1.8% when they do invest in the stock market. The reason for this is that women tend to be more cautious, whereas men tend to go for the more speculative stocks.
Now, I'm not trying to say that men have bigger egos, but I caught a fish that was this big. There are psychological differences between men and women, of course, and this also shows up in our investing behaviors. According to Forbes, men are more likely to be overconfident with their investing abilities, and this leads to more impulse behavior and the illusion of control, which means if you just do something, you have more control over maximizing your profits and minimizing your losses. But what this really does is promote active trading, which isn't always the best, especially if it's driven by overconfidence and, dare I say, cockiness. This overtrading is not a good thing because it means the investor is reacting to short-term fluctuations in market conditions, and they're probably paying more in taxes and fees as well. They're losing sight of their overall strategy and acting emotionally with this overconfidence. And of course, as you can imagine, both men and women can be victim to overconfidence, but it's just more likely to occur in the investing behaviors of men.
One other thing that I'd like to point out is unsolicited advice and the general attitude that men tend to adopt when they see a woman trying to invest money. Now, I appreciate that this isn't all men, of course I do, but I can see why a lot of women would find this off-putting if even one person behaves like this towards her. As an example, here are just some of the comments that I've received being a personal finance YouTuber. Now, I'm quite strong-minded, so personally it doesn't really affect me, but I can see how it could put off other women from investing. And you don't even have to be online to get these sorts of comments. I've genuinely had men mansplaining things to me in real life, and it might be coming from a good place, it really might, but it just comes across as patronizing. So knowing this and knowing what we saw in the studies previously, perhaps it's worth really focusing on how we talk to women about finance. Not only what we're saying, but how we're saying it and how it comes across.
I cannot believe some of those disgusting comments that Anna has gotten. I would like to believe that most people out there don't have bad intentions and they just don't realize how degrading and condescending that they come across. But they're making it really hard for me to give them that benefit of the doubt because some of them are just so blatantly disrespectful and sexist. In a study by Fidelity, 75% of women want to learn more about money and investing. So let's talk about our experiences, our knowledge, even some of our weaknesses, and share what we want to learn more about. I bet you there's women out there that would welcome this conversation and want to be a part of it. It's not that women don't want to talk about investing, it's just that women are more likely to talk about work issues, family issues, health tips. These are some of the topics that the study uncovered they talk about more frequently when it comes to investing. But it doesn't mean we cannot have the conversation.
Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this has opened up your eyes a little bit. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Nice to meet you, everyone. Thanks so much for watching.
Thank you so much, Jesse and Anna, for sharing all this research you have done on a really interesting topic that gets very little discussion. And thank you so much to whoever is watching this special stock investment analysis video. I hope you found the topic interesting and learned something new. Since I am probably talking to a man if you're watching a video on my channel, please share this video with any women you think could benefit from learning more about investing. Please take a moment to subscribe to Anna's and Jesse's channels, hit the like button to get this video out to more people who are interested, and as always, good luck with your investing.
You're gonna be an internet celebrity, guys. Congratulations.
Oh God.
Oh God. No.
Yeah.
No.
Hair is
Internet
combed.
celebrity. Thousands of views, millions of fans.
Oh my God. Bye.